Yo everybody, what's going on? It's Matthew here, your local bro, bringing you back with another one. We're going to check out the craziest weather games in NFL history today. Another highly requested video from you guys. So I was like, man, of course I gotta do it for my bros out there. Leave a like down below, support the video, support the channel, you know. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done it already, so don't miss out on any more of those videos, and comment down below what you want to see in the future. Without further ado, guys, let's dive right into the video.
You can plan a pretty picnic, but you can't predict the weather. Weather has left its mark on
Wow, that's a lot of snow in there.
History that changed the complexion of the league forever. Today, we count down the 10 craziest weather games in NFL history.
Let's go.
The Grapple Game.
Oh.
The Great Lakes don't spare anyone. As the Raiders left the dry desert of Las Vegas, they had no clue what they were walking into. It was a wet and wild game against Cleveland. Temperatures opening at 40 degrees.
No idea how much that is.
Our wind put the chill around 20 degrees below freezing. The result? Sleeting rain, or grapple. Now, before you go
that's
click
not
on
good.
the tab, here's the definition of grapple. Granular snow pellets. Basically, soft hail. On the opening drive, Raiders kicker Daniel Carlson lined up and booted a perfect 41-yard field goal right down the pipe, until it wasn't. The ball took a left turn into the stands.
What?
Blown away. No Lance Stevenson in sight. The wind never let up, ending any hopes of a passing attack for Carr or Mayfield. The teams combined for 234 passing yards, and the wind kept a Cody Parkey field goal from making it a one-score game. The Raiders ran as fast as they could out of Cleveland with the 16-6 win. Rain, snow, grapple, oh my. The wind game.
Disgusting weather, honestly.
There's games where teams had to deal with strong winds. Then there's the wind game. The 49ers and Bears met in 05 in Soldier Field. The wind took over the game from the jump.
Just look, that's ridiculous.
Quarterback, Chicago's Kyle Orton, or the fourth stringer, San Fran's Cody Pickett, trying to throw a ball was comical. 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts that switched directions on a whim.
That's insane.
To do anything, like keeping hats on or accurately snapping punts.
Wow.
Even the automatic kicker Robbie Gould was no match for the wind, shoving his attempt 30 yards off its spot. Trash flew throughout the stadium. Players couldn't even stand up. San Fran lined up for a 52-yard field goal. It obviously was short after a strong gust caught it. Bears corner Nathan Vasher caught the kick over his shoulder and darted to his left before reversing field behind a convoy of Bears blockers.
A lot of running games then.
Touchdown set the record for longest play in NFL history. 108 yards.
Wow.
It would be the only big play the wind would allow, with the Bears winning 17-9.
Nice job.
The Unlet Game. It would take a rare Dallas snowstorm to bring one of the most blizzard finishes in NFL history. It was a Thanksgiving game like no other. A 5-degree day when the Cowboys faced off against the Dolphins. It set the stage for one of sports' biggest blunders. Up 14-13 with seconds remaining, Miami kicker Pete Stoyanovich lined up for the game-winning 41-yard kick. A Dallas defender knifed through and blocked a piece of the ball. Dallas wins, right? As the ball died harmlessly on the snow, Leon Lett inexplicably tried to dive and save a ball he didn't need to. If he did nothing, the game ends. Instead, Miami would get a new life and a second kick from the 1-yard line.
Oh, man.
The Pickle Juice Game. Most crazy weather games deal with frigid temperatures and wind, but the 2000 season opener between Dallas and Philly brought on Hades himself. The temperature in Texas Stadium read 109 scorching degrees.
That's warm.
In NFL history. Come to think of it, the Cowboys don't have much luck when it comes to crazy weather games.
Bro,
the two teams were even on paper.
Just imagine running around in those suits in that temperature, dude. You're gonna be sweaty AF.
One X factor that no one accounted for: pickle juice. Philly downed pickle juice before the game, keeping McNabb and the Birds fresh while Dallas cramped under the Texas heat wave. It didn't take long before Philly was taking it to Dallas. As Cowboys dropped like flies, the Eagles soared to a 41-14 dominating win with over 200 punishing yards on the ground.
Because they were drinking pickle juice? I mean, like, what if you're like an NFL elite world franchise, like why wouldn't you just bring like some vitamin drinks like over there? I mean, like, especially in like those conditions.
Behind all that snow, you can see McCoy torching the Lions.
Just look at this weather.
Dropped on the East Coast just an hour before kickoff of a Week 14 matchup between the Eagles and the...
It's like, this weather is just insane because, I mean, like, in football over here, when you have this weather, it's usually just cancel the game.
Lions. 6 inches of snow stopped anybody from cutting, tackling, or even attempting a field goal. The two stars of the game, Eagles running back LaShawn McCoy and Lions receiver Jeremy Ross, combined for 4 50-plus yard TDs. That's simply because the footing was so bad. If you caught the seam, no one was going to tackle you. Trying to juke a defender was a waste of time. Stafford struggled just getting the snaps. Running backs couldn't keep their hands on the wet ball, and running any complicated routes was a surefire.
Gotta be so cold in there.
Went to the Eagles behind McCoy, who was kicking up snow like a snowplow as he charged into the end zone. It was, honestly, one of the coolest games in recent history.
Looks amazing, man.
The 1996 divisional game between the Packers and the 49ers became what every kid dreamed of in his backyard, an absolute slop fest. It was as glorious as it sounds.
Let's
Two
go.
teams filled with legends of our game, slipping and sliding all throughout the mud. Temperatures dipped and rose around near freezing, causing a disgusting slosh of rain and snow, creating a huge trackless...
When I used to play football back in the days, I remember this, whenever it was muddy, because it's like so disgusting to play, and usually like at the end of the game, like the whole field is so destroyed, so it's like so hard to just do anything, just a complete mess out there.
Puddle of mud, and it got muddier and muddier as the game went on. The teams combined for 7 turnovers. The X factor was Green Bay's Desmond Howard. While everyone looked like they were literally stuck in mud, Howard had 3 massive punt returns. 2 he scored on, and 1 that led to a Favre touchdown. The field was so muddy, Howard had to start slowing down as he broke the plane of the end zone, slipping as he broke out his signature Heisman pose. The Packers easily took the game 35-14 behind Howard, who would end up being Super Bowl MVP in '96.
Beautiful.
The Freezer Bowl. The 1981 AFC Championship game found the Chargers and Bengals competing for a shot at the Super Bowl, the coldest wind chill game ever recorded. The negative 59-degree wind chill was especially shocking to the Chargers, who played Miami in 88-degree heat.
Wait. Fahrenheit to Celsius. Wow, that is cold. Holy What? How can you even play in that temperature? Damn.
Just a week before. That's a difference of 147 degrees playing time temperature. The wind and cold was so bad, the Bengals elected to kick off both halves and put the wind behind them. It's one of only 8 times that ever happened. The strategy paid off as they led the entire game. Players' breathing looked like car exhausts in the winter. Bengals QB Ken Anderson dominated like it was 60 degrees, not 60 below, throwing them to an AFC championship and their first Super Bowl.
The shower after that gotta be amazing.
The beginning of the Fog Bowl was much like any other divisional playoff game, highly contested and entertaining. The Bears led Philly 17-9 at half. When they came back out, neither team could see their opponents. A massive cloud of fog rolled in right on the playing field. Camera crews and announcers, fans in the stands, coaches on the sideline, no one could see the action of the game. Referees announced the down and distance before every snap for the rest of the game. With the thickness of the fog, they halted play before the second half kickoff and asked both teams if they wanted to postpone the game. Neither rival budged. It was a grudge match between longtime friends and rivals, Buddy Ryan and Mike Ditka. The eerie game continued. Players said it was like entering a new dimension. In the twilight zone, the Bears held on to their lead to beat the Eagles. Without being able to see the guy next to them, they banded together to win 2012. The Tuck Rule game.
Okay.
A massive snowstorm covered Foxborough, the setting we would need for one obscure rule to change the direction of football and create a dynasty.
Man, so much snow.
Tom Brady took on a star-studded Raider team in the playoffs. The weather changed at the very last second, from just a regular January game to 4 inches of snow coming down in just 2 hours. The result was a game right out of your grandma's favorite snow.
Just look at this.
Perfect for playoff football. Driving down for the game-winning score, Charles Woodson blindsided Tom Brady, knocking the ball out for the Raiders to recover and win, or so they thought. The refs reviewed it and stated that because the QB didn't tuck the ball away, it would be ruled an incomplete pass.
I know so many people who have been complaining about this, that Tom Brady was cheating here. Like, let me know in the comments down below if you thought he was cheating, if this was like legit or whatever. Because I heard so many people that were saying like, oh, this is where Tom Brady started to cheat. Oh, they shouldn't have won. That kind of stuff. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about it.
pass. With newfound life, the Pats would win the game and their first Super Bowl that season. Now infamously named the Tuck Rule game, the controversial rule is still brought up between fans nearly 20 years later. The Ice Bowl.
Yeah, exactly.
The Green Bay Packers and Dallas Cowboys met for the 1967 NFL Championship on New Year's Eve in Green Bay. Little did they know they were about to play in the coldest game in NFL history. How cold? At game time, it was negative 15 degrees Fahrenheit.
Wow,
with
that's
an average
cold.
wind chill of minus 36 degrees Fahrenheit. To put that in perspective, a couple of things happened. The marching band dropped from their pregame and halftime shows when literally 7 of their members were sent to the hospital for hypothermia. The game was so frigid, referees refused to use their whistles after the opening kickoff and just yelled loudly when a player was down instead.
Oh my
All it
God.
took was the head ref ripping the skin of his lips off on a whistle. Instead of scabbing up, the blood just froze right to his lips. Cowboys running back Dan Reeves recalls just how bad it was. I got up and my face mask was gone. I didn't know what happened, but I needed to replace my mask. When I got to the sunlight heater, blood started gushing everywhere. A tooth went through my upper lip and didn't bleed. Now that's cold, but that's only half of it. The Packers' state-of-the-art turf heating system kicked the bucket the morning of the game. So not only was it the coldest game ever, moisture on the field froze right on top. A thick sheet of ice replaced the gridiron, and the Packers and Cowboys were now playing football on a hockey rink.
Well, good thing you had dubs on your shoes.
As the game went, the sheet of ice growing thicker and the wind chill dropping as shadows casted on the field.
Man, this is insane.
14-0 lead, the Packers were now down 17-14, with just one drive left to three-peat. That led to what became known as The Block, where Jerry Kramer opened a wedge for legendary QB Bart Starr to sneak into. If he failed, time would expire. Stars in! Stars in! All 50,000 of the insane Packer backers stormed the icy field and tore down the goalposts. The Ice Bowl set the stage for the NFL rise to America's sport.
Massive win. Well, huge video, man. I love, this was a very good recommendation. Thank you so much for recommending me this one. Please comment down below more videos like this, man. I love them. They are amazing. I think it's so cool, like with all of these. The thing with America that's so amazing is like you have so much different weather. It's like always so interesting to see like these different teams, like the different weather effects, because like some of them, they are like literally like placed in a desert. The other ones like in the icy mountains. I mean, I think it's just so cool. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And don't forget to subscribe. Don't miss out on any more videos like this. Until next time, guys.